Why do Egypt and Jordan refuse Palestine refugees? Israel fiercely bombed the Gaza Strip in retaliation for the Hamas attack, and desperate Palestinian civilians in the area sought refuge, but faced Arab neighbors Egypt and Jordan's resolute refusal to accept it. The Associated Press analyzes the reasons from historical, political, and regional security perspectives. On the 7th, Israel was subjected to relentless retaliatory bombing by the Palestinian Islamic organization Hamas after launching a brutal raid from its ruling Gaza Strip. However, although Egypt and Jordan border Israel, as well as the Gaza Strip and the West Bank occupied by Israel, they firmly reject Palestinian refugees. Jordan itself has a large Palestinian population. On the 18th, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi issued his strongest statement yet, stating that Israel's purpose in carrying out this war is not only to combat Hamas, but also to try to force the people and residents to move to Egypt. He also warned that this could undermine regional peace. King Abdullah II of Jordan expressed a similar message on the 17th. He said, "Jordan does not want refugees, Egypt does not want refugees." The fundamental reason for Egypt and Jordan's refusal is concern that Israel wants to force Palestinians to be permanently expelled to these two countries, resulting in the ineffectiveness of Palestinian demands for statehood. In addition, Cecil stated that the influx of a large population may allow militants to infiltrate Egypt's Sinai Peninsula and launch attacks on Israel from there, endangering the 40-year peace treaty between the two countries. The following are the motivations behind Egypt and Jordan's stance. The exile of Palestinians has been a long-standing issue. During the founding of Israel in 1948, when war broke out with Arab countries, an estimated 700,000 Palestinians were expelled or fled from the current Israeli territory, known as Nakba by the Palestinians. After Israel captured the West Bank and Gaza Strip in the 1967 Six-Day War, 300,000 more Palestinians fled, most of whom moved to Jordan to live there. Nowadays, these exiled Palestinians and their descendants have nearly 6 million people, mostly residing in communities or refugee camps in the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Lebanon, Syria, and Jordan. Many people have also fled to further Arab countries in the Persian Gulf or to the west. After the cessation of the Israeli-Arab War in 1948, Israel refused to allow Palestinian refugees to return to their homes, and has since refused Palestinian demands to allow refugees to return as part of a peace agreement, claiming that doing so would threaten the majority status of Jews in Israel. Egypt is afraid that history will repeat itself this time. If a large number of Palestinians who have escaped from the Gaza Strip are allowed to flood in, they will ultimately stay in Egypt forever. There is currently no clear direction as to how the current war will end. Israel has stated its intention to destroy Hamas, but so far it has not indicated the possible development after achieving the goal or who will rule the Gaza Strip. Some people are concerned that Israel will reoccupy Gaza for a period of time, causing the conflict to continue. Although the Israeli military has stated that if Palestinians living in the northern part of the Gaza Strip flee to the southern half according to their orders, they will be allowed to return home after the end of the war, but Egypt is not at ease. Sisi stated that if Israel continues to claim that Hamas has not been fully destroyed, the fighting in the Gaza Strip may continue for several years. Therefore, he proposed that Israel simply resettle fleeing Palestinians in the Negev desert next to the Gaza Strip within its borders until its military operations end. According to the United Nations, Egypt, which is struggling with the worsening economic crisis, has currently accepted approximately 9 million refugees and immigrants, including approximately 300,000 Sudanese who have fled the civil war this year. Arab countries and many Palestinians also suspect that Israel may use this opportunity to force a permanent change in the local population structure, thereby undermining Palestinian demands for statehood in the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem, which was also seized by Israel in 1967. On the 18th, Sisi warned again, saying that a large number of Palestinians in the Gaza Strip were to be moved out with the aim of eliminating the cause of Palestine. This is the most important cause in our region. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel has openly discussed the rise of a hardline right-wing political party that will relocate Palestinians, deepening doubts among Arab countries. After the outbreak of the Hamas attack, such right-wing Israeli rhetoric became even more brazen, with some politicians and celebrities even calling on the military to flatten the Gaza Strip and drive away all local residents. Egypt has also expressed concern that a large number of immigrants from the Gaza Strip may cause Hamas or other Palestinian militants to enter the country. This may lead to instability in the Sinai Peninsula, where the Egyptian military has been fighting Islamic militants for several years and has accused Hamas of supporting these Islamic fighters. Since Hamas ruled the Gaza Strip in 2007, Egypt has supported Israel's blockade of the area, strictly controlling the entry and exit of goods and civilians into Gaza. In addition, Egypt has also destroyed the underground tunnel network at the border with the Gaza Strip, which Hamas and other Palestinians use to smuggle goods to Gaza. Sesai also warned of a development that would make the situation more unstable, namely the disruption of the peace agreement between Egypt and Israel since 1979. He said that if Palestinian militants enter Egypt, the Sinai Peninsula will become a base for attacking Israel, and Israel will have the right to defend itself, thus potentially attacking Egyptian territory, and the peace we once achieved will disappear from our hands.